I'm going to show you something that is disgusting from Latin Americans, and I have to point out that most of the offenders, when it comes to being racist against Japanese people, because lollies and the otaku culture in general, but these fucking parasites, just like that the parasites that have been pointed out from the US, well, I have to tell you that in Latin America and especially in Mexico, they are not the exception. You're still going to have them, but you can identify them. That's the lesson I'm going to show you up here. So, yeah, the whole piracy discourse also brought the attention of the fucking leeches that really love to insult Japanese people, anime in general, and these fuckers in the third world shitholes don't have any sort of reason, don't have any sort of wording. They should have their mouths shut up just as much as they should shut their asses, honestly. And I'm just starting like this because these fuckers have been taking advantage of what, well, I have covered how some Japanese cocks have bad takes, and not all of them. Japanese people are also catching on. Hey, this is a service issue. We need to fix it. We want to also make revenue and deliver the stuff that the fans really want outside. And that's is that what I agree. And then you have these fuckers using this whole debacle over piracy is an issue as a way to insult them and throw insults like this that even Japanese people are pointed out here. And they are calling Mexico. Look at this from Master DS2, translating from Japanese. Aren't sex crime in Mexico way more common than in Japan? Mexico's sex crime rate is extremely high compared to Japan, ranking among the top in the OECD countries. In Mexico, it's calculated that one in about 58 people, no, you double that to 100, people becomes a victim of a sex crime, while in Japan, it's one in about 200 and 27 of a difference. You know what? I'm tempted by what I said about 200. Like, dude, put five people into this number. Five in a people in 58. Five people of 58 because yeah, the rape crime in Mexico is at all time high. In not the first place in the world, just as much as Mexico is the first world place for producing cheese pizza. And I'm not making that up. Let's continue. While Japan is one about 227, a difference of about 4 times. 4 times. Also, you see this account, this ruling retard from Puebla, Mexico. Oh yeah, I'm going to tell you a little piece of history. So Puebla, the state from Mexico, is the place that is considered by the most hellish of the hellish hellholes in the planet because to this day they're still doing witch hunts. I'm not making that up. You have cases that got strongly resounded in the US when innocent people were burned alive with gasoline just for false accusations. And they found out that the person responsible of committing three executions that were the most notorious on the entire history of that state in the past 2000s was managed by a fucking woman in her third age through a Facebook account. And I'm not surprised to see the hellish of the hellish hellhole that should have been nuked ages ago is pushing this mindset. So you are going to see this piece of retardation that at this point even I'm going to use to translate here. The thing is, for Japan, sunshine crimes are totally normal, but don't let them catch you reading a manga illegally because they'll have a fit. You are in Mexico. Also, in Puebla, you still have cases of underage girls getting married to old ass dudes because their parents send them, but so they sell their daughters for the price of a six-pack of beer. I don't want to hear any bitching from a fucking hellhole like you. But it's nice that at least Japan is catching on. So you have this one translated from Mashiro Yu. It's about piracy. looks foreigner the quote-unquote sexual crimes that they consider are a serious business. If that's the case, let me draw this analogy. Let's suppose that one person say sexual crimes is not a big deal. I will say that I don't must do that recently in the past. However, I don't. That was in quotes. You will you will feel the resentment and disgust for that, right? To Japanese, that's how we see quote unquote piracy. Even the foreigners criticize it intensively. If the Japanese people try to justify it with, why are you getting mad so much? It's total normal here. Well, I have to say that was is not a fair comparison, but holy fuck, like this fucking drooling using like, oh, look how they ignoring Japanese sexual crimes. They don't happen as much as in your fucking hellhole, you fucking retard. Hey, if I remember, in 2018, these fucking fuckers from Puebla created something called Group Puebla, or Grupo Puebla in Spanish, which is a far left communist movement to push communism in the state. Yes. Ah, man. This one, another one. Japanese is assholes when their fucking houses get of shit they're destroyed by an earthquake. I have to remind people about the Mexican earthquakes that destroyed houses and buildings of around 10 floors because the corrupt companies that they manage there, well, aligned with the government too, participating to deliver shitty jobs, a poorly delivered construction that killed people. Yes, that's the kind of shit. Cholinga momos. Yeah, that's how I know it's a Mexican. Look at this fucking drooler here. Uh, look, what an outrageous thing he did, and yet he still wonders why foreigners have such bad perception of Japanese people nowadays. Let me check that out. Join it. North America. Ah man, at least this one it looks like this from the US or could be an illegal working in the US. I don't know. And then this fucker. Looks like this is not the only isolated case we were thinking, and in reality this is the north. I want to see your ass. I really want to see your ass. 2025, Mexico. You see that even I someone that called this behavior out from every single place. And I don't have fear to denounce the shithole I live. I don't get why other people are afraid of actually pointing this fucking blood and hypocrisy and projection. This is an inferiority complex, to be honest. So this fucker is using an old fucking case. The oldest one, just like pretty much the left use older cases to keep spreading their nonsense when we can and will still point out, hey, your side has been doing dog shit. Hey, either your country or state or city has been doing disgusting behavior, actions, and criminality. And we can still see that to this day, and we have the numbers, we have records that keep piling it up. At least it's nice that this shit is being called out. It's being called out even. Like when I was looking at this one, yeah. Let's see where this. I was looking at this guy because also they engaging in insulting the Gachakuta creator, Keirana, because well, she is against piracy, but she also was reading through comments from Latin America and saying that I'm trying my hard and my best to also trying to deliver the stuff that you want, because yeah, it's a service issue too. But I don't like piracy. At least that's a more sane statement to me, even from a creator. But also you have other manga creators pushing for supporting those creators. Even I remember one recently that, well, proclaimed that he's not receiving any more sales from his manga because all the shit show after uh, publishing the first episode, or what, the first chapter of his manga in Mangadex, and then the company that was helping publishing his creation shut him down, and then it has been like that. And probably I could perceive that even in that corporation are kneecapping him and then asked to fans to help him donate. And even though you can say he was begging for money, and because he had fans, he said, "Yes, thank you, I really appreciate it, and I'm going to continue to keep working. You are my support." Keurana is doing the same shit, but some Latinos, and especially from Mexico, are pushing even dog shit like this. So Gachakura creator Kiruna talks about growing up in Hiroshima, where the atomic bomb was dropped. She shares a message about being taught not to harbor resentment, because while she stated this, there are tremendous numbers of people who treat Japanese manga readers and overseas fans alike with politeness and respect. These are also people in Japan and abroad who insult each other. I have seen some insults directed at Japan that bring out the world atomic bomb. Yeah, like yes, it was a behind here. Yes, behind here. Yes, even you're going to see these ones here too. More reasons to pirate everything that it goes across Japan. Like going in a rampage like this, you're fucking rambling, man. Love this nonsense. It's fucking ironic, even that fucking meme, to be honest. So yes, even I have seen them. And you're wondering how is this behavior is being displayed here? It wasn't displayed from Latinos and Mexicans in Annex. Well, that's because these fuckers were molded in Facebook. Facebook is what eroded their brains. So yes, someone saying Japan that bring out the word atomic bomb that they have been wishing. Looks like Japan needs another atomic bomb to learn their lesson. Like, look at the fucking shithole you are posting that. Honestly. So yes, and just to end this, what this guy said. Well, they should realize that the Latinos have been racist against Japan for years, but just because those Latinos see one tweet from a random Japanese and they start making them victims, they have been dedicating to thought for years that Japanese are like misogynists, PDFs, suicide slaves, and then they pushed the typical two atomic bombs wasn't enough. Yes, and this one there. So the victimist discourse that will trump these people if the creator of Gachakuta have been mocking in some way about Latin American massacre. And look at this. Also has been pointed out. We're talking about piracy, and these fuckers are bringing massacres, real life crime. And even they don't look themselves in the mirrors or trying to look their ass in the same mirror if to see if it's still leaking. And it has been leaking for years. But yeah, that's my whole rant here. That's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.